Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 115. And as the title says today, I found some news articles that were so funny and, well, funny and slash or rage-inducing that I just could not come up with a catchy title. So that's why we have the title that we do. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. Flypaper should be the title. That's funny, Duck Dog. So we had a fairly good weekend, except for poor Pincalo not feeling like absolute shit last night, and that's why we didn't have a blind in the special stream. But I hope everyone had a great weekend. Let's say hi to chat. We've got let's see, who have we got here? We've got Opinionated Scotsman. We've got Pumpkin Trucker. We've got Blind Girl. We've got Peter Almond. We've got Duck Dog. We've got a Gun Fox. Let's see. 2.5 hours. Oh, did that stream get struck, Gun Fox? Hi, how are you? Yeah, did that stream get struck, Gun Fox? Oh, hi, RVA. Let's see. Oh, Richo. I didn't say hi to Richo. Let's see. Oh, fuck off. Really? What's the fucking... Oh my god. So really, some games, I guess, just don't stand a chance of being streamed. I'm pissed. Well, yeah, of course you'd be pissed. That's fucking ridiculous. That kind of reminds me of NRS allowed... NRS is NetherRealm Studios, by the way, the makers of Mortal Kombat. They allowed IGN access to the exclusive Johnny Cage trailer for Mortal Kombat 11. So a bunch of people stayed up until it was released at 3 o'clock in the morning by IGN. And then they either streamed their reactions to it or re-uploaded the trailer. No, re-uploading the trailer I don't think I would do without commentary. But streaming a trailer and reacting to it, I don't think should be a problem. But IGN decided it was, and went and struck a bunch of people for doing just that. So whenever I make a video, I just expect a copyright claim, says Chadwick. Yeah. So yeah, you got a copyright claim. Wow. Um. Oh, hey, Cabbage Patch. You got you're fighting the copyright strike. Good. Good. As you should. Hey, if you put music in a game, you should not be allowed to copyright claim it. I agree. I agree. Um, if you're gonna make something for people to play and they want to play it and have people watch them play it, then that should be fine. They've bought the game. You still made your game sale, and you might make more game sales because people are watching this person play, and they might either go, "Hey, I want to play this game for myself," or "Hey, I want to play this game with this person. I'm going to go buy it now." Like, I don't understand why they don't get that this is a really good way of making game sales. I have a feeling that with Crowder suing everybody with the DMCA, the screwiness on YouTube's gonna skyrocket. Yup. Playthrough series is on BitChute. Okay. The thing about that is that the game developers paid for the licensing to use that music and the streamers did not. I can see that point. I do see that point. But I think that anyone who has bought the game should be able to pay. Like, they're not it's not like they're, trying to copy the game and sell the game for their own gain. They're just playing the game that they've purchased with their money. So I think that the point could be argued that they've paid for the rights to if you're playing the game, couldn't you kind of make the argument that it could be made for like a commentary or review purpose, and therefore you're not really, unlawfully using the music. You're playing the game and the music is part of the game, and as you're playing the game, you're most likely going to be commenting on the game and or the gameplay and or the music and or just like I you could make the argument that that could fall under a commentary / review type of thing. I know the solution to the copyright problem with the music. Before you go play with the game, before you play the game, go into the settings and turn the music off. That's what I'm going to do with Doom, I think. I think that's what Eve did as well, because I don't remember hearing music when when I watch her streams. I don't remember hearing any music. Gunfox says you can't, in a lot of games you can't disable the music. Let's see. I know you're not buying the game or I know you're buying the game to play. You're not buying the game to make a profit if you monetize your channel. But what if you're like me who has only one channel and like does make a little bit of money, but mostly not by gaming, by like doing other stuff, but sometimes, there I do play games. Would you say that I'm playing to make a profit, or would you say that I'm playing to play? And I'm calling them out over Twitter and it's turned into a massive firestorm. Oh. Oh, hello, Pop and Hop. Oh yeah, they're not going to not monetized. They don't care if you're not monetized. Um they're going to put a claim out just to make themselves more money. I just got a copyright strike for a top 10 video. Oh fuck. That's ridiculous. That is just ridiculous, Chadwick. I live stream games to show the game. Um if I make something creative, if not, oh well, it's not like it's not like a job. Yeah. I'm not making anything and the video has like maybe 10 views at most, says Gunfox. Yeah. It's, yeah. So, now that we've talked about that, I am going to get into the news. I'm going to open my Twitter DMs. I've saved myself a few stories here that I've grabbed from the Discord. And while I'm getting logged into Twitter and into my DMs, please feel free to like and share the stream if you haven't already. And if the fancy strikes you or you're able to do so, please consider visiting the Streamlabs link in the description. It is streamlabs.com/blindpress. Anything is appreciated. Now before I even make a video, I checked to see what production companies there are. I'm still waiting for 2 more. Oh. No, I don't have a cold. It's we've got forced air in our so our heating is forced air vents. So the air's a bit dry and it's a little dusty in my room or in my office. So it might sound like I have a wee cold. But yeah. But I'm glad to see you here, RJ. All right, let's see what else is going on in chat before I grab a story. Let's see. All right. Messages. Also, shout out to AP. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Stay out of the fucking hospital for at least a month, would you? Would you please? Just try. Oh, it's your sinuses. I know the feeling, says RJ. Yeah, The one thing I have an allergy to is dust, so it gets to me. I need to run the vacuum in here a bit. All right. Goddamn voice text. Yeah, dictation is really aggravating, Chadwick. I feel your pain. Former coal lobbyist Andrew Wheeler is now the head of the EPA. Is that what it says? Confirmed as new EPA administrator. That's what it says. So we have a new EPA administrator. I've had to use half a bottle of Eucerin this winter. Holy shit. All right. So this is by Andrew O'Reilly. And I believe this is a Fox News article. This is more of a who is he type of article. So let's learn. Oh, somebody accidentally just called me. Was that you, Pinkolo? Yay, Fox. Fox News is actual news? Well, whatever Fox News says, I kind of take with a grain of salt, just like everything else, but let's see what this article has to say.
The Senate on Thursday confirmed former coal industry lobbyist Andrew Wheeler as the next administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency in a 52-47 vote, largely along party lines.
Oh, I'm shocked. I am shocked that it was along party lines. That is I have no words to demonstrate how shocked I am. Oh, hey, all you need.
The addition to President Trump's cabinet of Wheeler, who has served as acting EPA administrator since former Chief Scott Pruitt resigned last July amid a slew of ethics investigations, has been in the works since November, when the president formally nominated him to the post.
Okay.
The Senate has taken decisive action to confirm Andrew Wheeler as administrator of the EPA, Senator John Barrasso, RYO, tweeted. As acting administrator of the EPA, he has prioritized common sense policies that protect our air and water while allowing our economy to grow. You are currently on a text.
RYO. Is that a state thing I'm not familiar with?
Link. EPA takes this link in our close icon 100 to advertisement. Wheeler's nomination and his time as acting EPA administrator has not been without controversy, as many Democrats and environmental activists have criticized him for his close ties to the coal industry and for his push to deregulate a number of environmental rules and safeguards implemented by the Obama administration.
Okay, but what rules is he trying to roll back implemented by the Obama administration? Are they fear-mongering rules? Do they actually work? Are they wasting money? Like, these are all questions that need to be asked and answered.
Senate Republicans have officially put a coal lobbyist in charge of protecting our children from the dirty air and toxic water created by his corporate polluting clients, Sierra Club Executive Director Michael Broom said in a statement on Thursday. With each rollback, Wheeler is stacking the deck in favor of the polluting corporations who formerly employed him, leaving our families to pay the price of more toxic pollution with their health. You are currently on a tech.
Yeah, because it couldn't be the other way around, right? It couldn't for once be that they've hired somebody who understands the industry and knows what's put into the air and water. So yeah, like it can't be the opposite, right? It's always got to be the bad thing. Like, wouldn't you? The Orange Man bad. That's all I can say. Orange Man fucking bad. I mean, he could turn out to be a really bad administrator for the EPA, but the fact that you're complaining that he was elected along party lines and then you basically write this article along the Democratic Party line is insanely hypocritical. You can't bitch that the guy you don't like was elected along party line or appointed, I'm sorry, along party lines and then write a completely biased article from the other side. That doesn't work for me. I don't follow. I really don't follow. Trump derangement syndrome is high, says RJ. Yep. It sure is. Let's see. Coffee, says Blind Girl. They're just mad that they didn't get to choose, says Chadwick. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it is. Speaking of coffee, I should take a sip of mine. Yummy. Okay.
Senator Susan Collins of Maine was the only Republican to oppose Wheeler's confirmation.
Senator Susan Collins.
Link. EPA. While Mr. Wheeler is certainly link. EPA announces plan to limit toxic chemicals in Americans' drinking water video. While Mr. Wheeler is certainly qualified for this position, I have too many concerns with the actions he has taken during his tenure as acting administrator to be able to support his promotion, Collins said in a statement. The policies he has supported as acting administrator are not in the best interest of our environment and public health, particularly given the threat of climate change to our nation. You are
Okay. Climate change is going to happen. I'm not saying that we shouldn't work to, not be horribly dirty and polluty and all that, but it is hubris beyond hubris to think that we as human beings are the end-all be-all effect on the planet. The planet's been around here for 4.5 billion years. It's been hit by asteroids and comets, and the theory is the way we got our moon is that it was hit by another fucking planet. And it's still here. Okay? Species have come and gone. And we are going to be gone long before the earth is gone. And the earth will carry on, and some other form of life will take over. And climate will change and cycle. And that's just how it's going to work. Trump coffee wakes you up like his 6 a.m. tweets. Oh, hi, Captain Brambles. Have a good day at work. New species evolved to eat plastic. Yeah, like we do need to do something about the big plastic islands in the oceans. Like I'm not saying that we haven't done things to the planet that are bad. What I'm saying is that to think that we are the only thing that we are what can kill this planet is fucking no. No. Um let's see. I love his tweets. It's one of the main reasons why I'm still on Twitter. Ooh, Reese's Creamer. I don't think we have that up here. Susan Collins, she said she'd only served 2 terms. It's been 4. Show her the door. Uh-huh. Interesting. But yeah, I don't think we have Reese's Creamer up here. We've got the ones that I know of are French vanilla, hazelnut, and Bailey's flavor. I'm not sure if we've got the Reese's Creamer up here, and it's probably a good thing if we don't, because they usually cost about usually around $3 for the little bottles up here, and like 5 or 6 for the big ones. So, and the amount of coffee that I drink every day, yeah. We don't buy that stuff very much because it's so expensive up here. So unless it's on sale, um, it doesn't make its way into the fridge. Y'all have Mountain Dew Supernova. Trucker, we need Reese's Creamers in Canada. Get truckin', says Blind Girl. That's funny. Why would I want peanut butter in my coffee, says All You Need. Let's see. It's the direct result of this counting of this. Wait, what? Oh, it's a direct result of discounting the faith in real science. Those schools of thought that teach us that we are all better than monkeys. Oh, little better than monkeys and actually know nothing. Yeah, very true. There are companies claiming the oceans. Yeah. Peanut butter and chocolate is goodness. Yes. But BP, it is egotistical to think that the US can destroy the planet. It is. Does does Canada need to make its dollar equal to the US dollar? Yes, you do. Coffee creamer, am I the only one who uses milk? No, I use milk quite often. Because most times regular coffee creamer is not on sale either. I love peanut butter, just not in my coffee, says All You Need. Um, let's see here.
Former coal lobbyist.
Oops.
Former coal.
I left the
EPA
story.
announces
No.
Link. Scott Pruitt. Wheeler's link.
Oh.
During his time as acting link. Wheeler began his career. While Mr. Wheeler is certainly Wheeler began his career at the EPA's Information Management Division before going on to serve as chief counsel to Senator Jim Inhofe, ROK, and then as a lobbyist at the law firm of Fager Baker Daniels, where he represented controversial coal producer Murray Energy. Trump nominated him in October 2017 to be the EPA's deputy administrator. Link. Andrew Wheeler is a former coal lobbyist. During his time as acting EPA administrator, Wheeler has proposed a slackening of the carbon limits on power plants and an easing of the fuel efficiency standards for cars and light trucks. He has also sought to make new coal-fired power plants easier to approve, undo the legal justifications for curbing mercury emissions from power plants, and to limit the federal government's power over protecting small waterways.
Okay.
Link. Scott Pruitt. A look back the EPA chief's controversies video. Wheeler's push to deregulate, however, has been paired with an easing off of some of Pruitt's more controversial regulatory plans, such as one to ease the emissions rules for long-haul trucks. Last week, Wheeler also put forth a plan to enact tougher limits on. Link. Click here to get his confirmation on Thursday was greeted with praise by the industry he used to represent, who see him as an ally in the fight to roll back the regulations enacted in Obama's Clean Power Plan.
Okay, but how feasible was the Clean Power Plan? How expensive was the Clean Power Plan? The best coffee is Irish coffee. I would tend to agree with you, but it's way too early for that. And I don't have any Baileys. Yeah, they have, Blind Girl. Those tariffs are not because of Trudeau. He's done a lot of stuff, but not that. Holy fuck. Jesus, what was I about to say? I had a thought and it just escaped. That's fucking aggravating. Is there any more to this story?
Link. Acting EPA Administrator Andrew Wheeler has. Link. Andrew Wheeler has been seen as a thoughtful leader who understands the need for sensible environmental policies, Michelle Bloodworth, the president of the coal industry group America's Power, said in a statement. His long experience in public service demonstrates his integrity in serving EPA's mission. We congratulate Administrator Wheeler and look forward to his continued leadership at the EPA. You are currently on.
Okay.
Link.
That's just totally dripping with good. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Ha. What was it? A yawn breaks Blind's train of thought. R.I.P. dreams. OMG, a story. I could very creepily say, "Tell me a story at Blind Press." That's my impression of your voice, Blind Girl. Because you have a very high voice. You're all high and pitched, and yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. I really suck at voices. I'm going to stop now. Anyway, holy shit. LOL, why thank you, VP, says Blind Girl. What? Cute like a chunky what? Come on, screen reader. Cute like a chunky doll. Oh, a little girl voice. It was getting pretty creepy. Well, now that this live stream has derailed off topic, yeah, yeah, I know. I know. Let's get going. Let's get going on to the next story. GOP reps refer ex-Trump attorney Michael Cohen to the DOJ for perjury during the hearing. So while he was testifying on Wednesday. So they say that he was committing perjury. This is going to be a good one. That was a farce of a hearing, by the way. I listened to Omegon covering that. And oh, Pink Hollow just sent another link. More snow. Glad I don't have snow, says RJ. Yeah, snow is annoying. I hate snow. I mean, I like snow for Christmas, and then it can fuck off. That's where I am with snow. All right. This is by Brooke Singeman. All right, here we go.
In Texas, heading level 4, frame, heading level, Texas Republican Rep. Will Hurt says he does not believe anything new will be learned from the House Intelligence Committee's closed-door meeting with former Trump attorney Michael Cohen. House Oversight Committee Republicans on Thursday referred ex-Trump attorney. Link, Michael Cohen. Black on white. To the Justice Department for alleged perjury, claiming he lied during sworn testimony before the panel a day earlier about a number of issues including his ambitions to work in the Trump administration and contracts with foreign entities. You are current?
That was that was a really that was a fucking seriously farcical hearing. It was just, especially at the end when that stupid bitch stood up and was like, to have somebody use a person of color as a prop. That was, oh my god, that was absolutely ridiculous. And Michael Cohen was just so soft spoken and so like it was just ridiculous. He was the whole thing was just ridiculous.
Committee Ranking Member Jim Jordan, R. Ohio, and Rep. Mark Meadows, RNC, penned a letter Thursday to newly sworn-in Attorney General William Barr, citing evidence that Cohen committed perjury. Link, during his hearing, before the committee on Wednesday. Link, Cohen lobs bombs at Trump. We write to refer significant evidence that Michael D. Cohen committed perjury and knowingly made false statements during his testimony before an Oversight and Reform Committee hearing, they wrote. While testifying under oath, Mr. Cohen made what appear to be numerous willfully and intentionally false statements of material fact contradicted by the record established by the Justice Department in United States v. Cohen. You are currently...
Wow.
They added, Mr. Cohen's testimony before the committee at times was in direct contradiction to assertions contained in pleadings authored by the United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, SDNY. There are other instances in which Mr. Cohen's statements to the committee were immediately contradicted by witnesses with first-hand knowledge of the subject matter.
Yeah, that whole, as I said, as I keep saying, that was a complete farce, a complete I'm going to try and save my ass, a complete and I can't remember who Omegon was streaming with when they were covering this hearing, but he said it best when that woman stood up and did that whole people of color prop crap. Michael Cohen just was looking around like, holy fuck, what did I get myself into? Like it was just it was just a complete loss and waste of time. Let's see. The left will do anything to create outrage, says RJ. Yeah. Let's see. Put a piece of duct tape on the lefty's mouth, please. That's funny.
Cohen previously pleaded guilty to 1 count of lying to Congress in relation to past statements before a Senate committee.
Yeah, so he's already pleaded guilty to lying to Congress. Okay? So why is it such a stretch to think that he might be lying now? Who thought it was a great idea for him to come in and testify before the committee of oversight? Like, who thought that he was going to tell them the truth? Like, this whole Trump threatened me, so I just, like, really? Or I advised Trump, and like there's some testimony where he says I advised Trump to do something without even considering the legal consequences of it. And it's like, really, dude? What kind of lawyer are you?
Link. AOC questions Cohen's attorney, Lanny Davis, countered in a statement Thursday that his client testified truthfully before the committee.
Of course you would counter and say that.
He took full responsibility for his guilty pleas. He also backed up much of his testimony with documents, Davis said. It may not be surprising that 2 pro-Trump committee members known have a baseless criminal referral. In my opinion, it is a sad misuse of the criminal justice system with the aura of pure partisanship.
Oh, fuck off with that. You're gonna say that they're pulling partisanship when you had some crazy fucking senator Democrat lady throwing around racism and, I don't think people of color should be used as props. It's like, fuck you. How much more partisan could you get? Like, seriously, how much more partisan could you possibly get? Dems are hypocrites. AOC equals complete sod. Yep.
In their letter, Jordan and Meadows detailed several allegedly false statements made by Cohen on Wednesday. They cited his claim that he never defrauded any bank, contrasting that with Cohen's plea agreement that referred to his crimes as bank fraud. You are currently on. In addition to the false statement to Congress count, Cohen has pleaded guilty to 5 counts of tax evasion, 1 count of making false statements to a banking institution, 1 count of causing an unlawful corporate contribution, and 1 count of excessive campaign contributions.
Good God. So he's crooked as fuck. And people expected him to tell the truth on Wednesday?
At this point, Mr. Cohen's culpability for bank fraud materially affects the committee's assessment of his credibility, the lawmakers wrote. Jordan and Meadows went on to claim that Cohen made false statements regarding his desire to work in the White House or in some role in the Trump administration. Mr. Cohen repeatedly testified that he did not seek employment in the White House following President Trump's election. They wrote, "This is demonstrably, materially, and intentionally false. You are currently on a tax element." During the hearing, Jordan scorched Cohen, claiming that he turned on President Trump because he didn't land a job at the White House. Cohen, though, denied this and said he, instead, wanted to be the personal attorney to the president. "You are currently on a text element. I got exactly what I wanted," Cohen said. Following the exchange, the president's sons, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, weighed in on Twitter, claiming Cohen was lobbying everyone to be chief of staff, and that it was the biggest joke of the entire transition. You are currently on a text.
Wow.
The letter also cited a tweet by former New York City Police Detective Bo Dietl, who said Cohen told him several times that he was very angry and upset that he did not get a job in the White House. "I got exactly what I wanted," Cohen said. Following the exchange, the letter also cited a tweet by the GOP lawmakers also cited Cohen's failure to list foreign contracts on a truth and testimony form he was required to fill out before the hearing.
Wow.
Further, the Republicans flagged testimony regarding the hush money payments to Stormy Daniels, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford. They claimed that while Cohen testified he was a good lawyer who understood the need to present his client with sound legal advice, he also said he made a payment to Daniels without bothering to consider whether that was improper, much less whether it was the right thing to do.
That's the quote that I was just talking about, that I heard in the stream. And they jumped on him. They're like, "Well, that doesn't make you a very good lawyer now, does it?" Let's see. Only in America. Well, we can't really talk, blind girl. We have the SNC level in case going on right now, which, doesn't make us look all that great. So
Jordan and Meadows also said that Cohen made a false statement regarding his involvement with the creation of the Twitter account, @Women4Cohen. Cohen, on Wednesday, claimed he did not create the account, and someone from the firm Red Finch made it. "We were having fun during a stressful time," Cohen said Wednesday. The Republicans countered that Cohen reportedly had asked someone to create the account to elevate his profile. The letter said that Cohen's testimony was a spectacular and brazen attempt to knowing and willfully testify falsely and fictitiously to numerous material facts. They claimed the testimony included intentionally false statements designed to make himself look better on a national stage, adding, "Mr. Cohen's prior conviction for lying to Congress merits a heightened suspicion that he has yet again testified falsely before Congress."
Yep.
Fox News' Mike Emanuel.
Okay, that's the end of that story. But that's exactly true. You can't, you've got to take into consideration that he's already lied to Congress. So what's to stop him from lying again? I don't. Strippers are oppressing women. Let's see. That's bitch boy, though. That's not your whole country. What's going on with us? It's really showing what our whole country is about. Cohen will never tell the truth, not even in front of Congress. Yeah. Let's see. So here we go. Here's a story that's probably gonna get me mad, but because it's about legalizing recreational marijuana, and that would be an evil thing to do. All right. Berks commissioners take stand against recreational marijuana. Because, marijuana is terrible and evil. Where's that stupid story? Uh, so this was posted on February 28th. Let's see here. So this is Pennsylvania.
Reading, all three Berks County commissioners agree that legalizing recreational marijuana in Pennsylvania would be a mistake.
Okay.
Commissioner Kevin S. Barnhart said Thursday that while some would argue that individuals should have a choice and that legalizing pot would help raise revenue, it would also come at a cost, such as debilitating young minds forever and doubling the number of people driving under the influence.
Then you fucking put it at the same age as alcohol, and you do your jobs as police, and you fucking arrest people driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs. How is this a hard thing? Oh, hi, Goatman. No, Pennsylvania. Any kind of crazy Canada does, America does better. Yeah.
Commissioner Mark C. Scott said he has read many scientific articles about the negative and sometimes permanent effects of marijuana usage, especially on young people. He added that research also shows that marijuana use contributes to mental illness.
If you are already mentally ill, if you have psychosis, it's not very helpful, but there are lots of things that are demonstrating that it helps veterans with PTSD, that it helps with anxiety. It can help with anxiety and depression. Like there are certain people with certain mental illnesses that it might have some effects on, like bipolar, schizophrenia, stuff like that. But the science is still out, and honestly, it would do a lot better harm. It would do a lot more harm than, or a lot more good than harm, or legalizing recreational marijuana. Your jails would be a lot freer for, actual criminals. Just saying. Just just putting it out there.
What's the biggest problem in county jails? He asked. Mental illness. It's contributing to the cost of our jail system and jail systems all over the state. Why would you want to exacerbate the cost of the jail system by encouraging or tolerating people using marijuana and then winding up in our jails with exacerbated mental problems?
Why are you putting mentally ill people in jail? What the fuck are you talking about? What the What the fuck? Oh joy, off to Toronto. Oh yay. Pinkalo, do you want to come on stream for a minute? Since you're driving, or do you not have data? Yeah, CBD oil helps with certain sensory things in autism. Yeah. And with seizures. Like, there have been so many stories of little children, like 3-year-olds, that go through 50, 60 seizures a day. And they have been given a tiny drop of cannabis oil on the back of their tongue, and their seizures literally go away. Let's see. Sadly, a lot of people from NY and NJ are moving in. They are lowering the average IQ. Oh. Because the left went to war with the institutions for the mentally ill. Yep. No, you're not feeling well, honey.
Heading Level 3, Barnhart said the South Central Transit Authority, SCTA, the agency that operates the link, Berks Area Regional Transportation Authority, BARTA, has collaborated with the link, Berks County Community Foundation to provide a summer bus pass program for students in the Reading School District. He said the foundation will reimburse the authority for the cost of the program, $1 per ride, at the end of the summer. I think it's a great opportunity to get kids out and get them active and involved in the summer programs, Barnhart said. All rights reserved. This link, 69
What does that
years
have to
previous,
do
that's the
with
biggest
pot?
link. Barnhart heading level. Commissioner Mark C. Scott said what's the biggest problem in county jails? Heading level. Link.
Okay.
Link. Disclaimer for cut link. And the comment you are posting is in link. Terms of use.
That's weird. They just randomly put something in about summer reading at the end of the pot article. That's so they don't start smoking. They put the crazies in jail because it's cheaper to lock them up than put them in a rubber room. So here's my theory on this. If you legalize recreational marijuana, why would you be putting people in jail? Oh, wait, because you're operating under the reefer madness way of thinking, and you're thinking that if people start smoking marijuana more, they're going to run around and smash shit to pieces and just randomly fuck in the streets and destroy things and rob and rape and kill, because that's totally what you do when you're stoned on weed. You go absolutely insane. You know when I go insane when I'm stoned? When there's fucking chocolate. That's Oh, I know about the asylums, pumpkin trucker, but here's what I think. Instead of trying to change the institutions, they shut them down. And that was a mistake. They should have had, how everyone's calling for prison reform? They should have had mental health. They should have had mental institution reform, because people who are severely mentally ill do need a place to go, and they need treatment, and they need supervision, because without supervision, a lot of severely mentally ill people will not take their medication. They need the scheduling, they need the routine. Do I agree that the institutions back in the day were horrible? Yeah, they were. But instead of passing laws to reform them, um, laws were passed to shut them down. And now we have mentally ill people in jail, mentally ill homeless people. Like this is my issue. And then we've got stupid fucking commissioners of places like these idiots saying that legalized recreational marijuana is going to make the insane people go to jail more. That's just in Michigan, they closed down all of those places for the mentally challenged. Now you either go to a halfway house or to jail with the rest of them. Yep. I can fix them real good. Mwahaha, says Gunfox. We need state medical centers. Rather be stoned than drunk, says RJ. Yup. Very true. Wait. Wait, I thought you were talking about the darkies. Okay. I can be evil, says Gunfox. If the state's institutions were reinstated, every they slash them slash he slash she slash their or their slash it is going to check themselves in. Yeah. The criminals that were abusing the patients go free and the patients go to jail. Yep. That or over abuse of red flag laws. That isn't happening, Maryland, says Pumpkin Trucker. Yes, I did watch Aiden's video, and it was a very good video. All right. Let's go to the next story. Exeter man trafficked marijuana out of his home. Where is Exeter? Is that Massachusetts? This is by 69 News. Oh, nope, Pennsylvania. Exeter, Pennsylvania. Okay.
Exeter TWP. Dozens of package deliveries to a home in Exeter Township prompted an investigation that ultimately resulted in the resident's arrest on drug charges. Emery Phillips was distributing marijuana out of the home at 1157 Fox Run, according to detectives with the Berks County District Attorney's Office, who announced his arrest Wednesday. During their investigation, authorities said U.S. postal inspectors intercepted several packages addressed to the home and found them to contain large quantities of high-grade marijuana and vape canisters of THC oil.
Okay, so he was probably selling to help people who couldn't get a medical card. That's what that sounds like. Sounds like he was trying to sell medical weed. Because you idiots won't legalize fucking recreational pot. There are a couple of Exeters in the Northeast, says Seamus. Okay. I grabbed a lot of news from them this time. I love the wording of that title, says Chadwick. Yeah. So he was doing a good thing. Yes. I would think so. He did nothing wrong, says Chadwick. Hey, Richo. Again. Let's see. If they do legalize it, there was... Oh, don't spoil it, Gunfox. There's an Exeter here in Ontario, too. Okay. Yes, there is London, Ontario.
Officials said approximately 70 other packages of bulk amounts of suspected marijuana products were delivered to the home over the past year. Detectives said they got a warrant to search the home on Tuesday and found approximately 570 grams of suspected marijuana, 1.6 pounds of suspected marijuana wax, 387 vape THC oil canisters, 80 ready-to-smoke suspected marijuana blunts, 36 suspected marijuana brownies, 2-gallon bags of suspected marijuana cookies, 17 containers of suspected marijuana concentrate, a .22 caliber rifle, and approximately $4,000 in cash.
Damn.
Detectives said they estimate the total street value of the products to be more than $100,000. Third-party ad, Phillips, 20, was charged with possession with intent to deliver, marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, and criminal conspiracy to all. He was committed to the Berks County Jail on $100,000 bail. Charges against another resident of the home are pending, detective said. You are heard for all right reserved. Link, and a third-party ad and a comment.
So he was he was going to be charged with selling the kids Gun Fox. It didn't say that in this story. Oh, that was just added. Okay. Yeah, that's an exaggeration, says Pincalo. That's one big dab. 1.5 pounds of wax. That's one big dab. Jesus, says Pincalo. Why can't I ever meet people like this guy? I know. Oh, they updated the news story today. Okay. The titanium rod you would need would be the size of a baseball bat. Yeah, and how many inhales would it take to smoke that? Also, what? Also, 15 high school kids were busted in a meth ring. Good Lord, Pennsylvania, what is wrong with you? And I bet those kids were like 17 years old. Yep. From the numbers they just gave, let's see. And calculations, I'd say about 25 grand, says Pincalo. Okay. Meth is bad, okay? Yeah. So those are my 2 marijuana stories. And don't sell marijuana to children. That's just silly. That is a silly, silly thing to do. This is from the American Mirror. Hillary blame tour still going 845 days after election. Okay, here we go.
Bob Dylan has been on a never-ending tour for years, but Hillary Clinton is doing her best to rival it. A full 845 days after the November 2016 election, the failed Democrat presidential candidate is still making excuses for why she lost to Donald Trump. Ukraine. Heading Hillary Clinton still really believes she's the legitimate president of the United States. The twice-failed Democrat presidential candidate addressed the Martin and Coretta King Unity Breakfast in Selma, Alabama, on Sunday to honor the anniversary of Bloody Sunday.
That's not really the wording you'd use for an anniversary of that magnitude. You'd kind of say to remember the anniversary of Bloody Sunday, to commemorate the anniversary of Bloody Sunday, you generally don't honor something like that. Maybe you would say to honor the memory of the anniversary of Bloody Sunday, but I really wouldn't just say to honor the anniversary of Bloody Sunday. I don't. That's like saying to honor the Holocaust. I think you would want to say to honor the memory of the Holocaust victims, or to commemorate the like the you just, I don't know, that's just not the wording I would have used. Not even American, and I want to punch Hillary so bad, says Richo. Yep. You read my mind, BP. Honor racial deaths, says Brad Young. Yeah. Hillary, please shut up, says RJ. Yeah. The problem with Ireland is that it's filled with the Irish, says Duck Dog.
Before receiving the International Unity Award at the event, Washington Post reporter Matt Visor tweeted that former Alabama State Senator Hank Sanders referred to Clinton as the duly elected President of the United States, which is something the former Secretary of State certainly still believes despite the election results saying the exact opposite.
The duly elected President of the United States? That's weird.
Man presenting Hillary Clinton. Link. Man present link.
I'm just getting through the pictures of her getting presented with the award.
Heading level. Hillary Clinton didn't forget to pack her Southern accent when she traveled to Alabama this weekend. The failed Democrat presidential candidate addressed the Martin and Coretta King Unity breakfast in Selma, and her speech was peppered with statements uttered with a twang. It came for the opportune moment, then went. You are currently on attack frame. Link. Heading level 1. The climate between socialist Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and environmental activists is heating up. Greenpeace founder Patrick Moore took to Twitter on Saturday to blast link. Alexandria.
Wait.
Middle dot. Link. Posted on Mar 2.
Oh. They've just ended the story. Wow.
Link. Continue reading. There's so much that needs doing. Hillary breaks out Southern accent for Alabama audiences.
Oh, okay. So I've seen what they've done. Okay, that's annoying. They've put a story in the middle of this story, and they want me to skip through and there we go. Okay, no, there's just a video under here. Okay. This is really a very badly laid out fucking... Wow. Yeah, story in a story, pretty much. It's an inception. It's an inception of articles. It's really annoying. Yes, I saw that, Chadwick, that Keith Flint from Prodigy died. That's really sad. It was officially put out on Twitter this morning, Richo. Okay. Rashida Tlaib. So Rashida Tlaib's campaign paid her $17,500 in salary after Election Day. I just caught that on my phone, says Chadwick. Spewing. Okay, let's see here. This is by Lucas Michelines. Lucas Michelines? That's how that sounds like. Okay, here we go.
U.S. Rep. Link. Rashida Tlaib. D. Mitch is facing questions after campaign record reveals she paid herself $17,500 as a salary after the midterm elections, in what appeared to be a violation of campaign finance rules, a report said.
Oops.
Tlaib, a firebrand freshman Democrat from Detroit, has been facing scrutiny over her connections to radical anti-Israel activists and a profane call to impeach President Trump. You are currently...
Is she the one that said impeach the motherfucker? She got almost 18 grand? Damn, said RJ. Yeah. Wish someone gave me 18 grand, said RJ. I know, right? Duck Dog says AOC has the same problem. Yeah. Gun Fox just says, oh, the tornadoes? Is that what you're talking about? The death toll?
She caused uproar on Capitol Hill earlier this week by insinuating that Rep. Mark Meadows, RNC, her colleague on the House Oversight and Reform Committee, had used Trump family friend Lynn Patton, an African-American, as a racist prop during former Trump lawyer Michael Cohen's appearance before the panel. Later, Tlaib and Meadows were seen sharing an embrace on the House floor, after apparently resolving their differences.
Oh, is that the bitch?
Link. Reps Tlaib and Meadows clash during Michael Cohen. Link. Omar. In our close icon 100. Link. Get the latest. Link. Filings. With the Federal Election Commission, FEC, may land the radical congresswoman into hot water with questions on whether her campaign broke the rules after making salary payments to Tlaib after Election Day last year. Currently on X Element. Link. Rep Tlaib goes on profanity-laced rant about impeaching Trump video. Tlaib's campaign began paying her a salary of about $4,000 every month since May 2018 up until the general election November 6, a perfectly legal practice if the campaign chose to do so. But according to the filings, as first spotted by the Link. Washington Free Beacon. Tlaib also paid herself $2,000 on November 16th and a whopping $15,500 on December 1st, weeks after the election was over, in an apparent violation of FEC statutes.
God damn. Somebody wanted something nice for Christmas. Holy shit.
The FEC rules state that a general election candidate is allowed to dip into campaign coffers to give himself or herself a salary only up to the election date. The candidate can no longer draw a salary after the election date, or because of other reasons that ended the campaign. If the candidate loses the primary, withdraws from the race, or otherwise ceases to be a candidate, no salary payments may be paid beyond the date he or she is no longer a candidate, the rules state.
Well, that makes sense.
If the candidate loses the primary, withdraws from the race, or otherwise ceases to be a candidate, no salary payments may be paid beyond the date he or she is no longer a candidate.
Again, makes sense.
Link. Federal Election Commission rules. Link. Radical Guns Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a Tlaib ally, U.S. Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, DNY, grad. Link. Headlines. Last year, after saying that due to the rules that prohibit the use of campaign funds to pay a salary after the election date, she would have trouble finding an apartment in Washington, D.C. until she began receiving a paycheck for her work in Congress. I have 3 months without a salary before I'm a member of Congress. So, how do I get an apartment? Those little things are very real, Ocasio-Cortez told the New York Times at the time.
You should have saved up some money. Pay to play. Hi, Michelle. Let's see. Salary payments the day after the election. You're technically not in office for like 90 days after the election. Yeah. Where's her degree in economics now? Yeah, I know, right?
Tlaib's office didn't respond to Fox News' request for a comment and clarification of the nature of the salary payment. Link. Lynn Patton hits back at Rep. Tlaib, responds to being called a proctor. UNFEC spokesperson told the Washington Free Beacon that candidate link. UNFEC spokesperson told the Washington Free Beacon that candidates are allowed to make payments to themselves after the election, but only for activities that happen during the election period. Link. Click here to get the Fox News app.
No, thank you. I do not want the Fox News app. Let's see here. Oh, here's one. This one's from Canada. 3 tobacco companies ordered to pay smokers who couldn't quit. Yeah, you heard that right. 3 tobacco companies ordered to pay smokers who couldn't quit. I'm going to laugh my ass off when all of these new politicians get charged. Yeah. Yeah. Where is my check? Yeah, I know, right? You got to be in Quebec for this. So, Imperial Tobacco, JTI McDonald, and Rothman's Benson and Hedges ordered to pay smokers who couldn't quit. And this is from a Quebec court. They will need to pay billions of dollars in damages. This is from the Canadian Press. All right, here we go.
Montreal, in what is being described as a major defeat for the tobacco industry, the Quebec Court of Appeal on Friday upheld a landmark judgment ordering 3 companies to pay billions of dollars in damages to Quebec smokers. Imperial Tobacco, JTI McDonald and Rothman's Benson and Hedges had appealed a ruling that found the companies chose profits over the health of their customers. In June 2015, Quebec Superior Court Justice Brian Riordan ordered the companies to make payments of more than $15 billion to smokers who either fell ill or were addicted. At the time, the ruling was believed to be the biggest class action award in Canadian history.
Okay, but I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that because we've known for years that smoking is addictive and people still choose to do it. And oh no, we produce a lot of tobacco, Chadwick. Is it funny that I'm part French Canadian? I'm part French Canadian too, RJ. So yeah, this is I don't agree with this. I think if people smoke, that's on them. I think if you smoke, you shouldn't be allowed to sue cigarette companies. I agree. I agree.
Heading level 2, they played hide and seek. Lisa Blaze, the widow of a man who died from smoking-related illness, said Friday she was sorry her husband couldn't be there to share the moment. Jean-Yves Blaze, one of the case's original plaintiffs, died of lung cancer in September 2012 at the age of 68.
Well, that's because they were smokers. That's what happens. That's ridiculous.
During the trial, the tobacco companies said it was the fault of the smokers, but for me it isn't. They played hide and seek with smokers, she said.
How did they play hide and seek with smokers? We have known for years how addictive smoking is. We've had advertisements, we've had laws where you have to put on the back of cigarette packs different pictures of different things where you like they've got there's the lung cancer picture, there's the heart disease picture, there's the stroke picture. You can't fucking tell me that smokers don't know that it's bad for you. Stream me is down. Uh-oh. That's not good.
She said her husband began smoking in the 1950s, when people weren't aware of the risks, and he was unable to quit despite trying 3 times. They're liars, she said of the tobacco companies.
No, they're not liars. They're really, really not. They're shady as fuck and they're scumballs, but they're not fucking liars. Oh my god. Okay, guys, I've got to.
She described Friday's
fuck.
She described Friday's decision as a victory, but noted it is unlikely to be the end of the world for victims, given the likelihood that the matter will end up before the Supreme Court of Canada.
Yeah, it probably will.
Left double quotation. It is excellent news for victims who have been waiting for this day for a long time. We're very happy with the result, clearly. Philippe Trudel, lawyer.
Trudel?
You are currently
Trudel. That's a weird name. But if you're a victim, you don't have to be responsible, says RJ, or says RVA. Yep, that's very true. I like Stream Me better, says Gunfox. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I need to. That was all of my stories, actually, guys. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. Shit, it's only 11:30. I'm having a bit of a bathroom problem, but I don't know what to do. I don't want to mute and give you guys dead air. That's the problem. Let's see. What's chat saying here? Oh, what did I do? There we go. 5 minutes break. Okay, well, let's do. I'm going to mute so there's no annoying noises. I will be 3 minutes. Everybody, if you have to get more coffee, go to the bathroom, whatever, do it now. I will be 3 minutes. Ha, look at that shit. It wasn't even 3 minutes. Go me. Yay. Okay. Wait, what on the street? Nice, says Chadwick. Yeah, I know, right? So I have a really big problem with this lawsuit. I'm going to talk about it for a few minutes because those were all the stories I had. I thought I had one more, but I don't. Well, um, so it really bothers me as a smoker who tried to quit like literally 6 times before I actually did quit. Um, and the only reason I did quit was because A, I had I was pregnant, and B, the only reason I was able to quit was because of pot. And before everyone goes, "Oh my God, you smoked pot while you were pregnant. That's terrible." I already did a lot of research. At Blind Press Needs Hold Music, I do. Um, if YouTube wasn't such a shit, I would put on a song, but YouTube is a shit. So, so yeah, I need more pots, says Chadwick. Um, so I did a lot of research. It doesn't cross the placental barrier. Um, and the amount that I was smoking was not like it wasn't enough to do any damage, and it helped with morning sickness a lot. um, but not once did it occur to me to go after the tobacco company because I decided to start smoking. Never had pot, but would try it, said RJ. Ask Bering for one of his songs. We need to get Pink Salmon to help. Oh, those are some good suggestions. Um, get rich quick. Yeah. Um, it never occurred to me that I would sue somebody for my choices. You know what I mean? Like, I knew that smoking was bad for you. I knew that, like, and honestly, if parents, because parents, here's what's wrong with here's the problem. Parents who smoke, they always tell their kids, "Don't smoke; it's bad for you," right? What they should be telling their kids is, don't smoke because once you start, you might never stop. That's what I told my little sister. I never said it's bad for you. I said, once you start, you might never ever stop, no matter how much you want to. And I would tell her, like, she would come over to my apartment, and we had a gym, like a weightlifting room in that complex, and I would go to work out. And it would be so stupid because I would go work out and then I would go have a cigarette. And I'd be like, "Do you see? Do you see how retarded this is? I'm trying to get healthy, trying to work out and everything, and then I go and have a cigarette." That's what I tell my kids, says Chadwick. Yeah. Why did I cross the road? What do you think? I was being chased by AOC. That's funny, RJ. That's funny. Well, get the lawyers richer. Yeah. I used to smoke it, but I don't like the feeling of being stoned, says opinionated Scotsman. Ah. Yeah, it's that whole it's bad for you thing. It doesn't work. Because A, you're doing it, and B, nobody cares if things are bad for them. People care if they lose control over themselves. Like, that's, I don't know. Be lucky I don't weigh as much as Tess Holiday despite being the same height as her. Oh, that's good. That's good. That is funny, y'all. So let's see. So if I intentionally stab myself, I can sue the knife maker? Yeah, apparently. 5 foot 4 inches. Okay. Only a good terrorist is a dead one. Oh God. Shut up, stomach. I'll feed you in 20 minutes. Um, well, guys, let me. Gunfox said to check Discord, so there might be one more news story he wants me to. Okay. Open Discord. All right. Let's see. Hmm. What next for Western ISIS supporters? Oh, that sounds like an interesting story. Freedom seeds for terrorists applied to chest or forehead. Some of my best friends are dead terrorists, says RVA. Freedom seeds. I like that, says Chadwick. Yes. International courts, Guantanamo, citizenship stripping. What next for Western ISIS supporters? This is from CNN. All right.
CNN, the final battle to end ISIS's caliphate is now underway as US-backed forces push into the group's last stronghold in Syria. But the predicted victory may be short-lived for Western countries, which will be forced to confront the problem of what to do with their citizens who went to Syria or Iraq to join the militant group. Hundreds of Western ISIS fighters are being held in refugee or detention camps by the Syrian Democratic Forces, SDF, in northern Syria. Many others may still be ensconced in ISIS's last bastion, which is shrinking by the hour, in the town of Baghouz al-Fawqani.
Well,
experts say few countries have embassies or extradition treaties with Syria, let alone with the Kurdish-held areas in northern Syria, nor have they shown any desire to go to the areas where ISIS fighters and families are being held, and put their government representatives in harm's way.
You're going to have to strip these people of their citizenships, and they're going to get killed. That's what's going to happen, and it's unfortunate, but maybe they shouldn't have committed treason. I don't know what the fuck was making them think the grass was greener over there, but they fucking chose to commit treason and go over and support a terrorist group, and now the terrorist group is losing, and they're going to get fucked, and that's the consequence of their choice. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. Execute them all, says Pincalo. Why are we still housing these people? Just shoot them and it's over with. Yep. Arrest, investigate, and litigate. And mitigate. Yep.
So what options are open to Western countries when it comes to dealing with their homegrown militants?
Stripping them of their citizenship and leaving them to die.
Heading level 3. Link. Despite urging Western government. Heading level 3. Citizenship stripping. Link. Despite urging Western governments to take back over 800 ISIS fighters that we captured in Syria and put them on trial, U.S. President Donald Trump instructed his administration not to allow the return of Link. Hoda Mathana. Link. Hoda, an Alabama woman who left the United States in November 2014 to join ISIS. The U.S. is now contesting her American citizenship, even though a family representative told CNN that Mathana, who is of Yemeni heritage, was born in the U.S. and had a U.S. passport.
Well, she shouldn't have revoked it and left and gone over to ISIS.
A similar situation has played out in the UK, where the Home Office announced its intention to strip Shamim Begum, who joined ISIS in 2015, of her citizenship even though she is not a dual national, a move not accepted under international law.
Well, neither should it shouldn't be accepted under international law that citizens of fucking other countries should just go and randomly join known militant terrorist groups.
Link image. Link. In 2014, the Home Secretary Theresa May, now Britain's Prime Minister, Link, was given the power to deprive someone of their citizenship if there were reasonable grounds to believe that the person is able to become a national of another country or territory under its laws. Begum's family is of Bangladeshi origin. However, Bangladesh's foreign ministry said the 19-year-old was not a Bangladeshi citizen and would not be allowed entry to the country. Rebecca Skellett, head of the Strong Cities Network at the Institute for Strategic Dialogue, ISR, an anti-extremism think tank in London, told CNN that citizenship stripping is a policy used largely on people from minority backgrounds.
People who generally have other places to go that are generally less favorable, less reputable, and usually full of war, so they are a security threat. Yes, it's all about race. They're just stripping the brown people's citizenships because they're brown, and that's it. Passports don't guarantee citizenship. A passport is just a visiting pass, says Chadwick. Yep. Let them all have the caliphate. Fence it in. Never open the door. Yep. Should we accidentally drop Zyklon B into their prison cells? Maybe.
She warned that it suggests two different tires to crimes and risks feeding into extremist narratives, that if you are Muslim or not part of the mainstream of society, you will always be a second-class citizen in Western society.
No, that's not what that means. It means that if you are from a different country and you come to this country and you get your citizenship, or it also means if you are born here and you have a citizenship, that you don't fucking throw it away to go to some shithole country and fight for a group that everybody knows is a fucking militant terrorist group. That is called treason, and you should not be fucking put on reprieve for that. Blind girl plus Twitter fight. Uh-oh. Should we give ISIS the death penalty? Well, we technically already have been.
Begum's husband, a Dutch ISIS fighter, has suggested a way out for his wife, Yago Ridic, 27, who is currently in a Kurdish detention center in Syria. Link told the BBC on Sunday, Eddie would like his wife and son to return to the Netherlands with him. While refusing to comment on individual cases, a spokesman for the Dutch Ministry of Justice and Security told CNN that the Dutch government is not inclined to help Dutch ISIS fighters in Syrian territory. But if a Dutch ISIS member reports at a Dutch embassy or consulate, that person will be transported to the Netherlands, arrested and prosecuted, he said.
Huh.
And in line with other European countries, the spokesman added that foreign fighters with 2 or more nationalities who are deemed a threat to our national security can have their Dutch citizenship or passport revoked.
Okay. So how is that a way out for that Shannon chick? Amphibious assault wood chipper for terrorists. No way, Hussy, you made your bed, now you lie in it. Yep.
Heading level 3, Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo Bay.
There have also been suggestions from Trump and some Republicans that Guantanamo Bay could make a comeback. The camp was repurposed from a migrant detention facility to hold detainees in the war on terror in response to the 9/11 attacks on the U.S. in 2001 and subsequent military operations in Afghanistan. During the George W. Bush administration, the U.S. argued that Guantanamo Bay detainees were not on U.S. soil and therefore not covered by the U.S. Constitution, and that enemy combatant status meant they could be denied some legal protections. You are currently on a text element. Its population consisted of a mix of nationalities, including Canadian. Guantanamo was intended to be a place where suspects in the war on terror could be interrogated, but prisoners were indefinitely detained, many without charges or trial and subjected to reported abuse. As the war dragged on, Guantanamo became an international symbol of U.S. rights abuses in the post-9/11 era. Your current link image. Alabama ISIS fight.
Just spent an hour with tech support. Ugh. Connection with the internet. Oh. That sucks. I hate talking to tech support. I have to do that for my job. Oh. Everything seems fine now. That's good.
The last detainee was sent there in 2008. According to advocacy group Human Rights First. But during his State of the Union speech last year, President Trump signed an order to keep the detention facility in Cuba open and signaled his interest in sending new prisoners there. The facility currently holds 40 detainees, according to Human Rights First. I am asking Congress to ensure that in the fight against ISIS and Al-Qaeda we continue to have all necessary power to detain terrorists wherever we chase them down, wherever we find them, and in many cases for them it will now be Guantanamo Bay. Trump said. Period.
Unfortunately, when you have people like this deserting and going overseas and fighting with terrorists, you kind of have to be more heavy-handed. It's unfortunate, but it's a necessary evil. That's 40 people that need to sleep with the fish. WTF. Yes, because they definitely deserve basic human rights after showing no remorse for basic human rights. Yeah, I know, right? That's what you get for using third-party vendors, I guess, is all you need. Yeah. It's still Bell, but it's Tech City. Oh, okay. Oh, Tech Savvy. Oh, Tech Savvy. Gotcha. Yeah, Tech Savvy. I've heard of them. They need to sleep with the rattlesnakes. Well, that's the end of that story, guys, and it is 11:53, so it is now your time. It is chat time. So, what have you guys got to say? You could go full savage and say what you really want or what you really think. Well, Streamlabs is there, Gunfox, if you want. We got 7 minutes. I just called Tech Savvy too, says Blind Girl. Oh, okay. Your internet's still down? Fuck. Never trust someone to speak on ISIS. Yeah. Um, as in a woman who wrote the article. Yeah. Not a lot, 3 days till the 5-week trip to the US. Oh, that's cool. And to be fair, in 3 years, that was my first call to them. Okay. Not bad. That's not bad at all. Every kid she has is forced to serve for the American Empire's armed forces for their whole lives, and if they have kids, they will for all men. Women will have the usefulness of making more men. I say we detonate every nuke on the planet and start over with the primordial goop. When I have problems at home, I don't call tech support, I just call my boss and he comes over and fixes it. That's cool. At Blind Press, if I found out we were related, I would blush. Aw. Let's see here. Yes. So now that we've got our mics and everything, I think our next purchase needs to be a system for Pincalo, and we need to get Pincalo an actual tower, not a laptop. The US needs to annex Canada like in Fallout. Oh my. Now cross fingers that American Airline treats me and my guide dog well. Oh, for sure. Then you'd be part American if that happened. So yeah, our next goal I think needs to be to get Pink Hollow an actual fucking tower. Um so that's I think I'm gonna get him to put that as the Streamlabs goal. Um that way we can do Blind in the Special stream properly and he can edit my videos and so that he can do his videos and do content and all sorts of stuff. Um so yeah, I think I'm gonna have him update the Streamlabs goal to reflect that. No, Canada needs to annex the USA, says all you need. Let's see. Um, Buttheads Canada rules, says Blind Girl. Um, I do all of my videos on a cell phone. Oh, wow. Canada is basically the population of Rhode Island. You're telling me Rhode Island has 40 million people? Um, Rhode Island's pretty damn small. I don't think it has 40 million people. What is Canada going to attack the US with their moose cavalry? Listen, man. The US would start invading Canada and then they'd be like, when does it end? And where is everyone hiding? Do you realize if we were invaded, all we would have to do is fucking hide somewhere and all you guys would just like if we were smart, we would pull a fucking do what Russia did, set all the cities on fire and then just fucking hide while you guys just wander around and freeze to death. Or, let you guys wander around until half of you freeze and then the other half of you die from the humidity and the mosquitoes and the black flies and the fucking ticks. Give you guys fucking Lyme disease. One day Canada will take over the world. Then day you will all be sorry. That's funny. Canada invaded the US. You'll do fine till you hit that Mason-Dixon. Yeah. Those Canadian Special Forces are pretty badass, says RVA. Rhode Island only has a population of 1.6 million. All that barren wasteland is useful for something. The war would be over in 3 weeks because that's how long it would take to get all the city. Yeah, see, if I was in charge of Canada and if I was in charge and I found out that somebody was coming, like an invasion force was coming, I would move all of the people out into the country, literally burn all of the city. Like, I would burn Ottawa, I would burn all the port cities, I would hide everybody out in the country, arm everybody, and just have everybody wait in ambush and just pick people off and then let the elements take care of everybody else. That's what I would do. I would move everyone up north. Yeah. Well, if you guys ever decided to invade, I'm sure Michigan would just let you guys come right in. I don't know. The militias in Michigan is pretty fucking crazy. Wait for USC to get even more nukes. Or eaten by moose, yeah. Or we just serve you all Tim Hortons coffee and get you addicted to the fucking. That's what the Russians did during World War II when the Germans invaded. Yeah, exactly. I would pull a Russia. They did it with Napoleon, too. When Napoleon invaded, they set Moscow on fire and sent the Cossacks after him. That's what they did. They just they torched Moscow, moved everyone out of Moscow, and sent the Cossacks after Napoleon's army. It was so successful that time that they did it to Hitler, and again, it was very successful. So yeah, Tim's, says Blind Girl. Yeah. There are groups in Michigan and Texas that can hold their own. Yeah, there are some militias in the states that I wouldn't want to piss off. Michigan is a democratic state. I'm sure they would just welcome you with open arms. Open you with welcome arms. Wow. Okay. I think that's the sign that I need to stop now. Open you with welcome arms, huh? Wow, I'm just picturing these hands just ripping open a rib cage and then hugging the fucking. Oh my god. Um. If Americans just quit buying your maple syrup, you'd be economically destroyed. Yeah, well, more likely if they stopped buying our oil and then making us pay to get it back as gasoline. But dear Canada, remember when 1812? Yeah, I remember 1812. Didn't you guys have to rebuild a certain Capitol building? I think maybe. Oh, that's right. We burnt it down. Anyway, on that note, um I'm going to end, get some food because my stomach is yelling at me. You think someone would learn, don't attack Russia in the winter. Yeah, well, that would just be logical. Honestly, I never understood what Napoleon was thinking. Are you going to invade a country that's 100 times bigger than yours? And your country will never have enough troops. No. I'll see you later, blind girl. Hopefully your internet gets fixed. Then ran away because of a little rain. Yeah, we don't like rain. We'd rather deal with snow or nothing. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back tomorrow with some more news. Thank you to Gunfox for all the stories. I had a lot of fun today. I hope you guys did too. And I want to just wish you guys a safe and good day. See everyone later.